myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Michigan for Adrian College Bulldog hockey. Tonight we feature an exhibition match of great proportion between the U18 United States National Development Team and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello everyone, welcome to the beautiful Arrington Ice Arena. My name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Ryan Cuddy for what should be an amazing night of hockey. These two teams have seen each other before. They play about just once a season. This is going to be their first and only meeting of the 2022 and 2023 season. Through the last 5 games, Adrian 3-0-1. They came off their weekend with Lake Forest, splitting one game and losing the other in a shootout. Ryan, take us through that.
Yeah, I think Adrian showed very good resiliency in that first game, obviously dropping the second, but they were down early, big in the first period for Adrian College. They were able to fight back into that one, be able to force a shootout, and obviously, like you mentioned, be able to come away victorious in that shootout. So that was very good for Adrian.
With that, USA has won the last 4 of their 5 contests to huge proportions as well. They've beaten an influx of USHL as well as Division I NCAA teams. University of Wisconsin, Mercyhurst in there as well. Walk us through that, Ryan.
Yeah, this is just a team that is stacked with Division I talent, like you mentioned, and Adrian's got some Division I talent of their own as well. That should not be underestimated at all. And obviously, their only loss for the U.S. 18U program was to University of Michigan. But when you look at the teams that they've already beaten in the past, in their past few matchups, with the talent that they have, all the Division I commits that they're loaded with, it's going to be a very fun game to watch, and it's going to be just a clash of a whole lot of talent here tonight.
The big story tonight as well, we have 3 players featured on the Adrian College roster who last weekend even wore a USA-branded jersey. It was Sam Ruffin, Zach Heinz, and Jacob Shields who represented the United States of America in the university games in Lake Placid. They came away with the silver, a great weekend for sure. They contributed heavily towards their teams. Good all-around week for them.
Yeah, I think that's a great all-around weekend. Great experience, too, for the players that were able to go out there to Lake Placid. And Sam Ruffin scoring in Lake Placid seemed very familiar from what we saw last season in the national championship game. But, yeah, no, great experience for all those guys that were able to go. And Adrian now fully revamped, back full roster again. It's going to be very fun to see.
So Trey Augustine out tonight in the goaltending matchup for USA. In replacement, we have Michael Shainberg, who comes into the season a 5-2-0 record, .880 save percentage, and a .374 GAA. Ryan, walk us through the other side for Adrian.
Yeah, they're going to have to get pucks on that. Shainberg, very good player, obviously, in his own right. And it's going to be tough to get pucks past him. They're going to have to get a lot of bodies in front of the net. They're going to have to create a lot of activity in the crease. It's going to be interesting to see, especially in the first couple of minutes, kind of how with the players returning from Lake Placid, kind of how they gel together. And it's going to be interesting to see if this offense, if there's any bit of a kind of hiccups in the first couple of minutes of the first period, or if it's going to be smooth sailing throughout.
Well, it's going to be an interesting contest for sure. They're doing the starting lineups as we speak. National anthem soon to come. Alex Herman, Ryan Cuddy, live here on ACTV, will return with the start of the first period after the break.
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking to you.
The Bulldogs will light the lamp! One, two, out, left, right,
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here live at beautiful Arrington Ice Arena. It's Tuesday night hockey between the USA National Development Team USA and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Ryan Cuddy. Happy to have you all tune in for tonight's unbelievable matchup. What a game this is going to be set up to be.
Yeah, there's just so much talent on this ice right now, and it's not every day you get to see this loads of talent live and in person. A whole lot of D1 commits, some former D1 transfers now repping the black and gold. This is going to be a fun one, Alex.
Center ice, face-off, ready and set to go. And we are underway at the AIA. Things start off. Zach Schultz will pick up the puck. Forwards it up for Oliver Moore, who played that over the bench. For the first quick stop, it's just 7 seconds into the contest. Puck traveled into the Bulldog bench. They'll take the face-off center ice, far side, in front of Adrian. We'll continue on. His face-off was one back, chipped out of the way. Down low in the corner. This is played hard by Hines. On the breakout, here comes Team USA. Oliver Moore up the left side. Plays it to the middle, but it was turned over. Picking up his Ruffin, trying to hit ends way up, and here's a possible breakaway. The first chance ringing the iron. Danny Nelson catches the outside glove side, and here's another shot. Stewart will get the piece of it on the second try.
Yeah, Nelson was able to kind of get behind the Adrian defense right at that blue line, but just a great early stop for Stewart. An early test for him. Obviously got lucky with the first one with bringing it off the post, but a nice stop on the second one to be able to get in that rhythm.
Now this top line out for Team USA, Will Smith, Ryan Leonard, and Gabe Perreault. Three of the top projected picks in the upcoming 2023 NHL draft. Gabe Perreault ranked number 15th in Central Scouting, and here's a fast break for Spodniak, putting it over, and what a save by Chambra. Ryder will tip that in, and as I was saying, Gabe Perreault ranked number 15th in Central Scouting by the NHL for North American players. Ryan Leonard will pick up, sent the shot on, kicked out by Stewart. Following on that line is Will Smith, the number 3rd player. That's a quick goal, and USA's off to the races, a minute and 30 in. Quick, scary rebound, and easily put home.
Yeah, just like you were mentioning, Gabe Perreault, and he was in the right spot at the right time with an easy rebound opportunity right in the slot. Not a whole lot Stewart could do right there. He had perfect positioning in the center. Not really many defensemen able to kind of push him off the puck. And that's what you were just mentioning. Gabe Perreault is so efficient on the offensive ends.
Gabe Perreault's 70th point on the season, notching his 34th goal in just 36 games played. It shows you why he's one of the top potential choices to make it to the National League. Continuing on, 18-19 left to go in the first period. USA up by 1. Down low with Spencer. Will rim that up the left side to Orpana. kept in on the blue. Calgin intercepts just for a moment and sent the other way. Down low is Spencer. A D-to-D pass to Dinier. Murphy gets checked up in front of his own bench. Here's Summers down the middle, tries to fire a shot, but it was blocked before he could take it. Nice play by Toby. Quinnipiac commit from Lantana, Texas, as here's a turnover. A fast break. Here's Weimar. Gets turned over. In the feet picking up, here's Murphy. Along the left side, Klein. Able to shove it in down low. Near side corner, and a big hit from Murphy. Layers down the hammer. Rimming down low. Slaggert will go to pick it up. Change in possession. White sweaters hold on. Enns tries to make a shifty move, but was quickly taken off. Heinz able to dump in. One of the members who represented Team USA just a few short days ago. Acquired the silver medal up in Lake Placid, New York. Near side corner, it's chalked up, and a dead angle shot. The first stop of the evening for Michael Chambra. Boston University commit, 2005 birth year. Somebody certainly as well we'll keep our eyes on as he progresses in his junior and then collegiate career. Up top in neutral ice, this is played by Fisher. He dumps in and is pressed. He's coming away with it. Here's Spodniak on the loose, scores! Matus Spodniak even stings at 1.
Yeah, Matus Spodniak, so skilled with the puck. He just did this all himself. He gets the puck on the far side, right along the benches, and then he is just off to the races. So much speed. And then on the backhand side, he was able to find the back of the net. That was beautiful from Matus.
Matus is on the loose, and with 16:07 left to go in the first frame, we're back to an even hockey game. And we have to highlight, too, Matus Spodniak, one of 8 players on this Adrian squad with NCAA Division I experience, made his transfer over from AIC. Played with them for a number of seasons and decided to make the right switch to come to Adrian College, and has been one of the Bulldogs' top-line forwards for the past 2 seasons. Here's Spencer. Rips a shot on. It was deflected and pinballed off the outside of the apron. Spodniak takes a bump from Leonard. This is moved aside, but Luciani couldn't hold on to it. Moving the other way, here's Perreault. Breaks in looking for number 2 of the evening. Calgin tips up and pokes it down the left side. Bulldogs fan awarding an applause to Spodniak as they're announcing the goals and assists on that last tally. Stewart comes out. Gingerly will push it back for Spencer. Calgin was waiting at the near side blue for the pass, but it was intercepted and then picked up. Rimming down low and a hard collision in the right corner. Calgin gets there first. Orpana able to send it in, a bouncer, and a quick change of possession. Nathan Toby had it and sent it up, and Swade makes a hard hit on Guzzo.
Yeah, both teams very aggressive in the early on. Already seen a number of big hits.
Here's Murphy. Swings the far side. Spins off and dropped it back over for Summers, but it was turned away. Swade. A bounce pass down low. Kicked aside and then played off the far side wall by Bernevic. Stewart on the backhand will stop just for a moment. Back there to support is Klein. Long pass sent up. Icing is waved off. Heinz will go to pressure. Left side circling in. A nice move made on and ringing the iron for the second time tonight. Zach Schultz banks it off the glove side post.
I don't know how he split those two defenders either.
An impressive skill stick move by Zach Schultz, the 05 native committed to the University of Wisconsin. The University of Wisconsin, also a team recently that Team USA beat in regulation. They played them on January the 13th and won by a score of 6-1. Here's a fast break.
Look out.
Luciani all alone, walking in. He scores! What a move from the captain! Alessio Luciani goes upstairs and rings the top bar. The Bulldogs lead 2-1.
Yeah, it all started with that takeaway at their own blue line from a two Spodniak, and then he was able to get it up to Luciani, and then Chambray, nothing he could do there. Luciani just absolutely sniped that. And that's a great response from Adrian. Going down one early after looking a little sloppy defensively, their offense just like that right back in front.
Now the biggest thing at this point too, now you're up by a goal, but you have to remember how loaded in talent this Team USA team is. You have to stay poised, calm, and collected. Make sure that all of your pieces are in order, as here's a shot. Adinier soaked it with the skate before it could reach Stewart. This is chopped off the boards. Luciani still on the ice after scoring the lead goal to put the Bulldogs up 2-1. Redding fought off as Spodniak came in to help. Up top, Redding fires over for Spencer. A backhander under the red. So it's tipped in neutral ice right in front of the scorer's box. Arm is up, and we will get an icing call. The face-off will be sent the other way. And we'll take the face-off draw towards the left side of Dershawn Stewart.
A great start from Matu Spodniak in these first 8 minutes here in the Arrington. Obviously, he got the first goal to get Adrian to tie it back up, and then it had that defensive takeaway to set up the Luciani goal.
Even strength. This shot was taken on, hit the outside of the apron. Don't know if Stewart saw it or not, but it almost squeaked by as Toby will receive a pass on his own blue. Smith settling things down, circles back just for a moment. Sends it over, tried to hit Leonard, who was taken away. Patosha walks in onsides all on his own. Fires a shot over, looking for the tip was Kaljan. And another big hit down below the red line. The Bulldogs laying the body early. Leonard skates in, he fires, that's high over the bar. Klein moves it in the slot, and the United States evens things up at 2.
Yeah, there's a chance this game could be very high scoring. We're seeing that early on, just so much talent on the offensive end, and this was just a battle for the puck behind Stewart, and then it was a beautiful pass. I couldn't see from the number.
I believe it was Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith had an incredible pass from behind the net to set up a teammate in the slot, and again, really nothing for Stewart to do there.
So Will Smith, I believe, will get credited with the goal. The Boston College commit plays on the first line with Gabe Perreault and Ryan Leonard. The three of them will all extend their collegiate career together as they will go attend Boston College over in Massachusetts on the East Coast. Top school that you can attend if you're really trying to advance in the ranks, and
yep,
good reason why they should be there at the moment. The three of them all within the top 10 ranked by the NHL for North American skaters looking to be drafted in this year's entry round. A hard hit down low sent on. As in transition, here come the Americans. Swade pushes back for Ryder. Summers' pass was taken away. Good stick play as the Bulldogs will luckily be awarded Line change. Game is 2-2 if you're just joining us now here on ACTV. Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy. 10-17 left to go. Shot total extremely low at this point. Very surprised to see how much scoring we've gotten when only the Bulldogs are up 5-4 in the shot category.
Yeah, it's been just good opportunities. Even the 2 Adrian goals. Hold up.
There's a bad break there. Almost cost the Bulldogs another one. Smith plays it in the slot. Stewart will cover up for the whistle.
Yeah, as I was saying, the 2 goals Adrian had from Spodniak and Luciani, it was kind of on a breakaway, getting behind the defense. Same with the USA development team. They've been able to get behind the defense, had good looks in the slot. The 2 goals for the U.S. team coming from right inside the slot in front of Stewart. So it's been tough on the goaltenders today, and there's just obviously a whole lot of talent in the skaters, and you get them in open ice, and they can do some real damage.
And just to highlight the talent, there's a nice move sent on, and Stewart wags the glove. Makes a nice save in the trapper. Was just about to say, this USA team right now, with the players that they have on the ice, are 1 skater short of a fully committed Division I roster. The only player who is uncommitted at the moment, backup goaltender for tonight, number 32, Carson Musser. Other than that, everybody else has found a home to play Division I collegiate hockey, which is just an impressive stat to see.
Yeah, and it's really great to see Adrian in this first 10 minutes of this first period really be able to hang tough with them.
The biggest thing to highlight, too, you have to remember there's a couple of players, obviously, who we mentioned played Division I at one point, but also a lot played in the USHL, which the U.S. development team has a team in, as Spodniak picks up a turnover, but he fanned on the shot, and the oohs and ahs from the crowd as they were looking for one.
Yeah, Fisher with a huge gift to Spodniak, and then Spodniak to return the favor on an interesting looking play. Something you don't see very often, especially with Matu Spodniak.
2 fanned on plays there, Fisher and then Spodniak. Both couldn't get it done. We're thinking too fast for the play at the moment. But we'll continue on nonetheless with a Bulldog face-off win. Spencer gets it up at the right point. Shot taken on. And a nice glove save from Michael Chamber. I was going to say before, the USA, in addition to having a U18, U17, and U16, puts together a team that plays in the USHL, that being the United States Hockey League, one of the premier Tier 1 destinations for young hockey players who are looking to make it through the junior ranks. As here's a chance to Stewart will fight that shot off, just barely. It was an offset changeup. Nelson was the shot taker, almost squeaked one by to take the lead. Up the ice. Oliver Moore was too far, and we'll get an offsides call with 8:32 left to go in the first.
Yeah, it's been a really fun pace to watch. Some big hitting we've seen from both teams early on. Seen a couple posts being rung. There's been a whole lot in these first 12 and a half minutes.
An exciting hockey game at that foreshore. 2-2 is the score if you're just tuning in now on Adrian College Television. We hope you're all doing well from wherever you may be watching. Plenty of fans in attendance here at Arrington as Bum fires a shot from the blue but wristed it wide. Down low. This moves up to the blue. A stutter step. Nice play from Boom. He puts it on, and that redirects wide. Don't know if it caught a body, but it was chipped high off the glass. Nelson will try and glove it down. Calgin there to break it up. Chamber will decide to cover up there with the glove. Line change out for both sides. So we'll see 5 new blue sweaters and 5 new white ones. A packed house here at Arrington. This is what you love to see. The heavy support for the Bulldogs. You have to imagine, too, some other people in attendance to watch the United States of America.
Yeah, this is giving off kind of giving off the similar vibes that we saw in some deep playoff games that we saw last year and throughout the past in the Arrington Ice Arena. Love to see the AIA being packed like this.
Way up, here's Babyak. Walks in, and Babyak, another player that we can highlight that's been featured in a Team USA jersey. A little known fact, he actually played for the U17 National Development Team many seasons ago. Played 7 games with them and also played 7 games with the team that's put together in the USHL. So another player that Adrian has to feature, who not only is a highly skilled player but once donned the USA red, white, and blue. Stewart will rim this around for Swade. Summers unintentionally dropped it off for Babyak as he'll circle it in down low. Playing it there was for Teskew. Here's Fine. Another step once again, and that's the second time in the last couple of minutes the United States has been caught off sides, trying to travel up that center lane.
Yeah, just getting a little too overeager, trying to get behind that Adrian defense, which we've seen them do already a couple times in this first period. So just a little too overeager, a little too over-aggressive.
Draws one back. Wrapped in for Teskew. Drew Fortescue, another player on this USA squad that will also be joining that top forward line at Boston College. He's turned over at center ice. Smith will break in, assessing the options. Didn't have enough time as Ryder chopped it out. Fortescue still out. Gives it to Perot. A saucer pass. Perot right back. What a move! Walking through was Leonard, but lost control before he could shoot. And things continue on. We progress. This puck slid up into neutral ice. Enns tried to tip it in as he'll pick up on sides. Here's Ruffin towards the net, looking for one, and puts it into the chest. Michael Chamber with the save.
Yeah, nice move by Sam Ruffin. Was patient on the shot. A USA defender came sliding in looking for the block shot. Ruffin delayed just a little bit. But yeah, a good look from very close on that left circle.
You have to tip your caps off to the Bulldogs squad. You have to imagine coming into this game, the betting odds certainly not in their favor. Had a tough weekend against Lake Forest that we highlighted a little bit in the pre-show. And considering the teams that the USA have been able to beat, you would think that they would have the upper hand.
Yeah, and then just with so many Division I commits also, but yeah, like we've been mentioning, this Adrian team obviously very, very skilled in their own right. You know that they're going to come out there, they want to prove something, and they want to come out and really kind of put. I love what we've seen from them in this first period, really setting the tone, showing that this USA is in for a battle today.
And a battle they're getting at the moment. The USA skating into the evening with a 36-28-8 record. So they've certainly played more than the Bulldogs' 14-3-2 record. So a little bit tighter as a unit. They spend quite a lot of time together over in Plymouth, Michigan. Not too far of a drive away from here. So an easy day trip for them. 5:39 left to go in the first period here at Arrington Ice Arena. Team USA 18U and the Bulldogs tied at 2. Spencer will glove down. He'll trek back. You need to go backwards to go forwards at times. And the breakout is sent for Redding. Misplayed the pass. Picking up is Nelson. He's taken down. Moore has it. Stripped away once again by Redding. Good play from him. Here's Spodniak. Notched the first goal for the Bulldogs before Luciani took the lead. As Calgin scores! What a rip! John Calgin gives the Bulldogs the lead again, 3-2.
Yeah, this was just on a neutral play, loose puck on the left circle, and he came in firing over the glove. That was a rocket.
That was an absolute frozen rope, if you will, As with 5:04 in the first period, we've seen 5 goals so far and only seen 15 shots. 8 for the Bulldogs, 7 for the U.S. As a long stretch pass intended for Smith was off the target, Babyak will win the race, and he'll get the icing awarded. Will take the face-off back the other way. This has played out to be an interesting matchup so far.
Yeah, it's been really fun, entertaining, just the pace. It's going to be tough to see if they can keep up the pace for the next 2 periods, but I'm like what we're seeing so far.
Calgin fanned on another chance and put it on. It was tipped off the glove of Chambray. Left corner, Babyak. A backhand drop. Moved for Potosha. Calgin looks in. Doesn't have an option, so he'll swing it around back towards that near side corner. Klein, D-to-D pass for Babyak. Fired on. Swallowed up by the glove of Chambray. New units being sent out for both sides. The third line of Beckett Hendrickson, Ryan Fine, and Salvatore Guzzo. We're out for the U.S. Back the other way, Jake Swade, Brad Summers, and Riley Murphy. This shot was taken on, bobbled up by Stewart, but he kept it out. Sort of awkwardly played off of his inside pad there. Almost popped up. It's a long shot sent on. Chambray stopped it with the paddle and then played it with the glove. Murphy tried to feed Summers in the slot. It's turned the other way. Nice step-up play. As Fine will receive a pass. Backstepping. Faking the pass. Showing the control with the edges and the stick work there. Summers tried to find Murphy. It was taken away by Fortescue. Guzzo to Fine. Go back step for a moment and break in. Onsides. Makes a nice move, but he was taken down. A great hit by Cotto. Horizontal pass. Ends. Had a give and go, and it's played up. Serrato. Diagonally up, Ruffin. Intercepts, has Heinz on the far side, but he'll take it himself. Stopping and pulling up. Had his pass stripped away. But trailing behind is Heinz. Played it in the slot, and Ruffin hammered one, but couldn't put it on the target as Spencer shoots onto the blocker side, but it was put wide. I love the control from both sides of the teams. You can see they're really trying to calculate their plays, not trying to underestimate their opponents. A lot of strategy drawn up from both sides. Both of these teams extremely well coached. Luciani will feed over for Redding. As a 3-on-2 breaks out for the U.S. Played into the middle. A shot! Stewart with the save. Nice glove save from Deshaun Stewart on Oliver Moore.
Yeah, Stewart seems like he's really kind of getting into the rhythm and the flow of this one. Allowing that early goal, and obviously a lot of goals being scored in this first period. But a nice stop there. We've seen a couple really good chances for the U.S. development team that he was able to keep out.
You can't really put too much blame on the goals that have gone in on him so far. He's played admirably up till this point, just about 18 minutes in. 2:05 left to go in the first period. Bulldogs leading Team USA as a quick save made by Stewart once again with the glove side pad. Nice stutter step up top. Play made by Boom. He fires on. Deflected, I think off of a stick. Boom will get it back once again. Cycles it back to the top. Here's a shot from way downtown, and it was wide. Boom receives again. Spins off and is played hard by Redding. Wrap to the left corner. Bulldogs need a line change. Spodniak will try and get it out as best as he can, and finally it's cleared. Luciani with a backhander that was taken away. But up at his own blue was Spencer, and he gets it down low. A 2-on-1. Here's Perot breaking in. Taken away. That play was offsides, as we're under 60 seconds left in the first period. What an opening frame it's been so far.
Yeah, a whole lot of action up and down. We've seen some big hits. We've seen a couple posts being hit. We've a lot of goals so far through the first period, but it's been a fun one. And I think Adrian Matus Spodniak's two assists and a goal already. He's had a stellar start, and that's been big for Adrian.
That he has. As this slap shot pass rims around the yellow kick plate. And a good step-up play there. Swade was taken down in his own corner. Not a lot of time left. Ryder slaps in a flutter puck as picking up is Fortescue. Leonard, quick ups, moves it to Perot, in the feet, taken away. 20 seconds left. Bulldogs need to hurry if they want a last-second scoring opportunity. Tip pass icing waved off. Summers plays it back, in the slot, loose puck, a backhander, scramble, and it crosses the line just barely, scraping the red line as this is tipped up into midair. As there's going to be a penalty called here with 1.6 left to go in the first. A slashing call being assessed to Riley Murphy as he'll go and sit down. 2 minutes and what will likely carry into the start of the second.
Yeah, it's not what you wanted to see for Adrian College. They've done so good throughout this first period of not really making a whole lot of sloppy mistakes and giving this U.S. development team a chance like we've seen right now. And especially so late in the period, that's what really makes it a backbreaker for Adrian.
So we'll see if anything ensues from this face-off. And nothing happening there as the horn will sound, ending the first 20 minutes of play. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Herman here with Ryan Cuddy at Arrington Ice Arena. What do you think after that first 20 minutes of play?
Yeah, I thought it was very good for Adrian. They weren't, obviously, the moment wasn't too big for them. They obviously have Ruffin and the rest of their squad back, so they're full lineup, I should say. And then I think, obviously, they went down early, 1-0, but their offense really came back. Matus Spodniak had a goal and then a huge takeaway at the blue line which created the second goal for Adrian, and then had a third assist added later on in the period. But, yeah, that late period really hurts that late penalty in the period really hurts for Adrian College because it's going to be the next 2 minutes, I expect, a very energetic and very fresh U.S. team.
It'll be interesting to see what happens as we will come back in just a few short moments for the start of the second period from Arrington Ice Arena. Adrian College and the United States U18 National Development Team program as they'll go up 5-on-4 to start the opening second period. Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy here on ACTV will return after the break.
as you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years. You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here live at the Arrington Ice Arena in beautiful Adrian, Michigan. Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy here on ACTV as we get set to drop the puck for period number 2 of this exhibition matchup between your Adrian College Bulldogs and the U18 National Development Program team. We saw a wild first opening 20 minutes to this game. A total of 5 goals scored in that first frame. Ryan, walk us through that a little bit.
Yeah, and it's like it's not a whole lot of the blame goes on the netminders. There was just a lot of kind of broken down defensive plays. If any blame, I would say sometimes there were some broken down defensive plays for both the U.S. squad and the Adrian squad with kind of, a loose play or a loose turnover at the defensive line that had a goal going back the other way. But now it's going to be tough for Adrian in these first basically 2 minutes down a man. That's where that late penalty really hurts you, because now you got the U.S. team with fresh legs. They were able to kind of go over the game plan for this situation in the locker room. So it's going to be a tough task for this Adrian PK unit.
And with that, the puck is dropped, and we're back underway at Arrington Ice Arena. I'll give you the scoring summary. Gabe Perreault opened things up, followed by Spodniak, as Perreault, the opening scorer, picks up the puck there on the power play. Right side shifted across. That shot was taken, bounced off the end wall. Then Alessio Luciani, Will Smith, and John Calgin would ultimately put the Dogs up by 1 at a score of 3-2, and that's where the story lies at the moment, as 30 seconds have ticked off the second frame and into the power play for Team USA. Moved along the right side and snapping the glove. Stewart with the follow-up save has done a great job, as even you mentioned towards the tail end of that first period, started to look a lot more comfortable in his blue paint.
Yeah, he's really seeing the puck well. That another glove save. You've seen him flash the leather, I want to say about 3 or 4 times already on nice glove saves. It's going to need to happen a little bit more, though, especially in this power play.
This back pass caromed around the left side, as Moore will pick up just for a second, and the shot was taken but blocked. Moore, even side. D-to-D passes. This shot was wired and sailed high over the crossbar. Just escaped the zone, as Aram Minitane put that over the bar. Things calming down as Oliver Moore picks up with speed, looks towards the net, a loose puck, and Stewart just barely able to keep it out. What a save.
Yeah, great job by Stewart to close down that 5-hole. U.S. team came in with a lot of speed into the zone there.
Once again, racing up, a nice move, made on, and a stick save made by Stewart, just caught a piece of it with the knob. A second shot, waffle boarded back to the same corner it was before. Penalty expiring, a tip shot, loose on the front. And Stewart somehow miraculously able to keep it out. And the Bulldogs are back to 5-on-5 even strength, as they've successfully killed off their penalty. Ooh, things were heating up towards the tail end of that PK there. USA is knocking on the doorstep.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was a pretty kind of a great job by the Adrian penalty kill to really there weren't many offensive opportunities for the USA squad. And then about the last 10, 15 seconds, all chaos broke loose right in front of Stewart. And great job by him to somehow be able to keep that puck out.
What a move by Slaggert, as it was poked away from him. He was starting to get into shooting position. Picking up his roughing, has Heinz on the far wall, and he fibbed on the shot. Stopped in their own zone. Slaggert able to push it in, and a play made there on Guzzo. Could have been argued. You could have seen a tripping call there, but no response from a poised USA bench. They've been in many situations before. As Slaggert opens up and gets over the blue, U.S. will set up their attack. Cleveland misplayed that puck, so he'll have to skate back just a second to move things up. Ruffin takes it away. Spodniak breaks in with speed, looking towards the net, and a save by Chambray.
That's the second time, though, where we've just seen Spodniak being able to fly by this USA squad. And you're going to see him come out to the puck and then just turn on the Jets to be able to somehow navigate around the defensive unit for the USA squad. But Chambray did a great job of holding strong because that was a dangerous opportunity from a dangerous player.
We mentioned before, Spodniak, one of 8 players on the Bulldogs squad who does have Division I experience. He also played his junior hockey days for the Ogden Mustangs and now defunct WSHL, the Western States Hockey League. And in the 2017-18 season, led his team with 147 points in a single season.
That's ridiculous.
So
those are video game-like numbers.
Likely one of the reasons why he was recruited for the top level of collegiate play at the time. Couldn't find his stride and really make an impact on that roster at the time, and decided to come over to Adrian, where he's been night in and night out one of the best players that the Bulldogs has to offer.
Yeah, I was going to say, boy, I bet Coach Krug is very happy he ended up making that switch because he has been exceptional these past couple of years for the black and gold and always just so dangerous on the offensive end.
Things continue on. Smith tried to move a pass. Oh, get it back. Sends it for Perot. Dangerous play here. Chopping it up, and it dribbled through the 5-hole of Stewart, but somehow stayed out. As going back to get it is Janvaria.
Yeah, that was just the skill of Gabe Perot on display there. Able to knife through a couple defenders.
Leonard moves it over for Perot, as extending the stick was Stewart. Makes the poke check to break things up. Pushed off of the top of the apron, connecting the glass, as Babiak will look towards the net, firing a shot. And Chambray swallowed it with the chest, but hard to see from the ice angle, but I certainly saw it up here. That puck was definitely loose a little bit.
Yeah, good job by Chambray to really being able to lock down. Because, yeah, that puck could have somehow squirted on through, but, yeah, Adrian did a great job. This is exactly how they wanted to start that second period, be able to kill off the power play from right at the beginning of the period, and then they've been able to kind of now throw in their offense a little bit into the mix here in this middle frame.
Draw is tied up, and then eventually pushed down low as Summers tried to hit Swade in the slot. This shot was ripped on, and going down in some pain was Will Vaught. As this is on the doorstep, the Bulldogs were looking for one, but couldn't get it to go. Good pressure coming from Bradley Summers. Moore, a toe drag, and he shakes free. Circles around, checked hard, and puck taken away by Adinier. Nice defensive play from him. Fortescue, a stick save by Stewart. Guzzo fires on, and it hit a stick on the release and was sent into the netting, and could be the stick of Chase Spencer. I don't know if that was the stick that hit, but skates back to the bench with a broken twig there. 14:31 is the time left in the second period here at Arrington Ice Arena. Adrian currently leads the U18 United States of America National Development Team. Shots now changing in favor of the U.S., 18-14. Through 26 and a half minutes of play. As that shot, I believe, deflected up into the netting.
Yeah, much slower pace, though, in this period compared to what we saw in the first 20 minutes. It's going to be tough for them to keep up that pace all game long.
Ryan, if you're the U.S., what kind of adjustments do you think you're trying to make on your bench right now?
Yeah, I think defensively they've played very strong in this middle frame, just as well as Adrian has.
Chambray made a nice glove save there. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, and that was a good job by Chambray of not allowing kind of another rebound opportunity. We saw that earlier in the frame, earlier in this period where he was able to close down on a potential rebound. But yeah, I think the U.S. The development team, they've done a good job of kind of not allowing Adrian to get a lot of many great offensive opportunities in the second period. Adrian's been having to work through the first about 6 minutes to find open looks, and especially considering with the first 2 minutes being on the man advantage, the U.S. has really controlled time of possession, being able to maneuver the puck deep into the Adrian zone. We've seen Stewart have to flash the leather a couple of times in the second period. So they're doing, I mean, it seems they really, they have a good game plan, but Adrian right now just able to have that little extra burst at the moment.
So a hand pass was whistled down. We'll take the face-off in the offensive zone of the Bulldogs. 14:04 left to go here in the second frame of regulation. Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy here on the call this evening on ACTV. If you're just joining us now, as this play, a shovel pass, traveled high and out of the zone. The Bulldogs will have to recollect themselves and re-enter the zone. Enns gets over the blue. Forwards a pass over. Cotto gets it horizontally as he walks the line. Enns drops back for Cotto. A fired shot. Snagged out of the air. Nice save for Michael Chambers.
That was a good job by Chambray to kind of read through the traffic that was in front of him there, being able to point out the puck, being able to glove it out of the air.
Things progress on as Perreault will start the rush, sent a pass over. Leonard with a nice pass to Perreault, looking towards the net, and he just put it too high over the bar, trying to go upstairs, but couldn't put it on the turnover. As Smith takes it away, bobbled puck, and a nice save by Stewart. Even have enough time to finish my sentence there. The change of possession so quick.
Yeah, that was a great job by Stewart. He allowed the rebound off of the first shot, but he stayed with it. And a dangerous opportunity for the U.S. team. He was able to have the answers.
We'll get a momentary delay here. Looks like Stewart talking to the officials, potentially about the post or the creases. Some scrapings are being made in the outside parts of the blue paint. Maybe some ice chipped off. Just don't want to catch an edge there and take a tumble. Good thing of Stewart to make the officials aware as they'll make some repairs. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Seem to be finishing things up, patch it up with the ice. Give it a little pat and we'll continue play in just a moment.
Yeah, ref's doing double duty today.
We have such a great ice crew at Arrington Ice Arena that maintains the ice surface incredibly for all the teams that play here, as that snap shot from Schultz was gloved down by Stewart. For those of you unaware with the Adrian College Bulldogs, we have 7 hockey teams here on campus, 2 NCAA Division III teams, the one you see now, the men's team and the women's team as well. And on the men's side, there's also 3 ACHA teams, Divisions 1, 2, and 3. And is also on the women's side, 2 ACHA teams in Division 1 and Division 2. And the expectation from all those squads is to put up a winning record and do as much as they can to try and bring home hardware every season. Play continues on at his own blue. Redding put it for Spodniak. Redding gets it back, and a blocker save made by Michael Chambers. Moved alongside Nelson. Able to trek it back, but in transition, here's Luciani. Nice glove down play by Calgin on one hand. Forehand shot, he's taken down, and there will be a penalty on the play. The Bulldogs will head to the power play for the first time in the evening. And going to the box, it's going to be Drew Fortescue.
Yeah, that was just Calgin's speed. Was able to put Fortescue in kind of a difficult spot, and then took him down. Easy call there for the refs. But yeah, that's just the speed of Kelgen forcing that opportunity.
So a big chance here for the Bulldogs. They still lead by 1 tally at a score of 3-2. 12 minutes flat on the clock and counting. As a scary turnover here, and couldn't convert there, was Ryan Leonard. One of the top line forwards for the U.S. Once again, that pass was coughed up on his own blue by Klein, and Smith almost came away with it. Back low is Ruffin. Left-handed shot on his forehand. Gives it over, and the Bulldogs are on sides. They'll set up their power play unit and begin the cycle. Looking for a lane is Ruffin. Up top for Klein. Hits up ends on the far side, and Patosha redirects it in! What a setup! A power play goal, and the Bulldogs lead by 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, that pass was a beauty from Ty Ends. Somehow, that's through about 4 blue sweaters, he was able to sneak that through over to Patosha, and then Patosha, an easy finish, able to do the rest. Wide open back door, but how did Ty Ends thread the needle there?
Wow, what a play that was. Some discussion going on too. I wonder if there's being a bid made if potentially this might get waved off, but I don't believe it will. And it is called a good goal. So a power play goal for the Bulldogs as they take a 4-2 lead with 11:09 left to go in the second period. A crazy turn of events here. We saw a flurry of goals in the opening first 20. Things really started to calm down here in the second. And the first mark in the second 20-minute period belongs to Ryan Patosha on the power play. Fine will pick up the pieces in his own end. Boojum turned it over. A scary play there, and Chambra just barely holds on.
Yeah, that was almost a very costly turnover for the U.S. squad in their own defensive zone because the puck came right out to Jacob Swade in the slot, and he had a golden opportunity on Chambray with a netminder for the U.S. team, picking up a huge stop to keep it at a 2-goal game.
We'll see how the U.S. adjusts their strategy here to try and even things back up. As trying to wrap the pass around was Slaggert. Fed over. One time was fanned on. Circling it back, it travels to the blue. A nice block there as the Bulldogs have odd numbers. 2-on-1, that's now 2-on-2. Swade tried to receive the pass over, but it was taken away as it came off of the stick. Got to talk with Jake Swade a little bit before the game, number 12 for the Bulldogs, as this shot was taken, redirected, and the U.S. back within 1.
Yeah, it was just a great play. I believe it's going to be number 29, that was Alex Weiermeyer for the U.S. squad, just having a beautiful tip right in the slot. I don't know if Stewart ever saw it either. But yeah, Weiermeyer with a perfect deflection. That's just what the U.S. squad needed because Adrian was really starting to feel the momentum. They had gone up 2. They had a couple more chances to make it even 3.
Here's Nelson looking to get even. He puts it around, nobody there to touch the wraparound. Here's Spodniak. We certainly know he's a dangerous player for the Bulldogs. Got to look out for him anytime he takes a shift. Under 10 to play in the second period here at Arrington Ice Arena. Right side, shot ripped on, stick save Stewart. Here's Voigt. Flex down the right side. Good step up there made by Ruffin. This shot taken on. Blocked. There were 3 Bulldogs clogging up that center lane there. Kind of looked like a free kick in a soccer match almost. Babiak connects with Spodniak. A hard bouncer. Travels back the other way. This pass forwarded up for Perot. Couldn't hold on to it. Fisher diagonally up ice. Tipped off of the stick of Potosha. As Perot feeds a nice pass. We'll get it back left side. Nice play from Potosha. And Stewart dives out. And he'll cover up.
Stewart diving out. Ryan Leonard had to go airborne to avoid Stewart.
Draw one back by the Bulldogs. Even though it is certainly a tight contested game, things quieting down here as a crazy backhand shot came from the stick of Orpana. Almost snuck it by Chambray.
That was also an incredible feed from Terry Ryder.
We're going to get another penalty here. As going to the box, Aram Minatane. And he'll sit down. We'll get the call in just a moment, but we'll catch it on the replay here. A holding call will be put up on the boards. There it is. Blatantly obvious there, official standing in that right corner. And for the second time tonight, Bulldogs on the power play.
Yeah, Adrian just a shade under 39% on the power play. Always so dangerous. Saw it earlier in the period.
Ends. Patiently waited for the right time to fire that one. As coming back with much speed was Oliver Moore. Almost beat the pass with the fast break. Ruffin. Forward to Potosha. Skates down low, had his puck taken away by Schultz. Kept in on the blue. Great play there. Here's Enns. Stops and pulls up. Over towards the far side. Now down low under the red. USA doing a great job of not allowing any passes through the middle zone of the ice. As a fanned on one-timer from Ruffin couldn't be taken, as that shot also will sail high and wide. 60 seconds left on the 5-on-4 for the Bulldogs. USA with enough time to get a line change. Luciani up for Enns, but decides to drop back for Spodniak. Luciani looks towards the net. Has a goal this evening so far. Spodniak to Luciani. A stutter, now to Spodniak. A one-timer and a glove save. It's kept out by Chambray. Good read coming off of the stick. Murphy, a great pass, and here's a break. Luciani pulls up and a shoulder stop. Luciani once again. Along the near wall, as Spodniak gets it over, gloving it down to Spencer. Stewart taps the stick to signal the end of the penalty. And out of the box is Minatane as he'll skate back to the bench. He's replaced on the ice by Serrato. Fisher in neutral. His entry was denied. With it now is Jan Varia. A bouncer off the high glass as it settles in front of the penalty box. Summers trying to come away with it. Calgin hit hard there by Serrato. Hendrickson on the far side receives the pass, moves it to the middle. A great play, a bouncer, and the shot couldn't be taken. Another scramble, U.S. hounding the front. And they can't figure out how to get the shot off. Stewart will stop on the backhand and then put it back the other way. Delayed offsides. Fine had to step back so he wouldn't be whistled down. Almost a scary turnover there for Babiak as we're under 5 to play in the second period. Fortescue flexed by Swade as he steps in to move things over, and a shot horizontally over by Somers is off the target. Play there, Cotto tripped down, thought we were getting a penalty for a second, but we won't. It was whistled down for the offsides. There's 4:36 remaining here in the second period.
Yeah, Adrian doing a good job of really kind of, the pace has slowed down in the second period. They haven't given the American squad a whole lot to look at on the offensive end. And you just want to play a clean final 4.5 minutes. You don't want to commit another penalty, especially with a 1-goal lead like you did in the previous period. Want to make sure that you come into the final 20 to play holding that lead.
Play was redirected into the U.S. bench. So we'll take the draw at center. Tied up and one back. Getting it there is Schultz as he moved it to Nelson. Stewart with a nice backhand. Here come the Bulldogs picking up some speed. Enns couldn't hold on to the pass. A turnover, and once again the U.S. offsides.
Yeah, that was a good-looking rush for the Americans. They're coming into the defensive zone for Adrian. Looked like they had numbers, but again, we've seen about 3 or 4 offsides, certainly in the first period, and then now adding here onto the second. Just getting a little too over-anxious, trying to force the issue, get behind that Adrian defense.
The U.S. doing such a great job of finding ways to get pucks up the middle, and unfortunately for them, a few 2 steps ahead of the plays a number of times here in this contest, been whistled down for offsides, but you can see them executing their breakout exactly the way that they do it in practice. And the efficiency that they have is just, it's incredible. Luciani gets over to Spodniak, but it was stripped away from him in a hard hit. Spodniak down in some pain. A scary play there as Matu Spodniak was on the receiving end of a nasty hit. We'll get the medical trainers to the ice and step away just for a second. Don't go anywhere, folks. The U.S. and Adrian College on ACTV. We'll return in a few.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @AdrianCollegeTV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Arrington Ice Arena. We took a momentary pause for an injury. Matu Spodniak just moments ago taken down really hard with a vicious hit under the red line. Now off the ice, being assessed by the medical staff here, who do a wonderful job for all teams at Adrian College. You gotta tip your hat off to them with what they're able to provide here. So 3:33 is the time left in the second period. You have to wonder if this will spark a little bit of a fire going forward in the contest.
Yeah, we saw a lot of physical play in that first period. It's kind of dropped off a tad bit in the second, but yeah, like you mentioned, it's going to be interesting to see now how Adrian reacts to that.
Dinier, the big defenseman for the Bulldogs, able to move the puck free, looking towards the net. Chambray with the stop. Just barely, Orpana almost touched home the rebound. And the 17th stop of the evening for Michael Chambray, the Boston University commit. 10 games played this season, 423 JAA, and an 865 composite save percentage. This is rimmed around, off the skates. Murphy rings the iron! Oh, that one was so close. Murphy stepped in so perfectly here. Created time and space. Got the lane that he wanted. Oh, how nice would have that one been if he could put the Bulldogs up by 2 again.
Yeah, that would have been a really good insurance goal. Felt really good coming into that period. But that was just a really unfortunate bounce there for Chambray in the net for the red, white, and blue, because that came perfectly to Spencer in the slot.
Face-off dropped, and we continue play as Murphy will get it. Rim it around Summers in the slot. Swade swipes at it but couldn't get it. Perot dropped back off of a nice defensive play from Matt Quoto. Caromed off of a skate in the slot, will stay in the zone. Smith on the backhand in the slot. Going down on one knee there was Ryan Leonard, ever so close to getting back to an even game. Perot shovels one high over the bar. Fisher is hit real hard into the boards. Jake Swade with the step up. Ends had his pass taken away. A break for the blue as Stewart will have to come out and play it. Perot was almost all alone. That could have been a scary breakaway for the U.S.
Yeah, for Adrian College, they're lucky that Perot wasn't able to get on through because so dangerous. And then also, luckily for Adrian, Vogt had to avoid the offsides there as well.
Babyak, a soft backhander. He'll crunch up. Glove down. Klein there in time as he lets it go to Babyak, who finds Heinz. Ruffin will connect with Klein on the backhand, looking towards the front. Lost control of it as the puck hit the apron, and covering up was Chambray.
Yeah, Adrian, though, has got to be extremely happy with how they've played through these first pretty much 2 full periods. They've looked very strong offensively and defensively. We've seen the power play be pivotal like they always are and huge.
Nearing the 1 minute mark in the second. Bulldogs only lead by 1. Kodo plays it in. And a bouncing pass plays Frogger as it hopped over a pair of sticks. Slaggert couldn't find out what to do with it, but he'll get there. As he takes 2 quick steps, he's able to push it down low. Here's a chance for the U.S. late in the second, put in front. A top of the blue. Nobody there to connect on the pass. And the Bulldogs want to call on that one. Don't know what the whistle was for it. But I think it might have been, was it
a hand pass, I think.
Hand pass? .4, and Ryan Fine able to get the draw back. This is poked ahead for Spodniak. Back fresh from the injury and a hard backhander. Traveled wide. Down low. With some room. Spencer, a last second chance. Here's Redding and it fired on. And it was blocked in front by Hendrickson. And a little bit of a scrum after the whistle too. Things getting interesting. We saw that hit earlier on Spodniak. And that might make things a little bit more interesting. As after 40 minutes of play, the Bulldogs lead by 1. The score is 4-3 here at Arrington Ice Arena. Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy. What'd you see after 40?
Yeah, the second period seemed kind of like the pace slowed down quite substantially from what we saw in the first 20 minutes. It was great to also see Matu Spodniak come in late in that period after obviously having been heading to the locker room. It's great to see that he's back out there and still fast as ever, as we just saw late there in that period. But yeah, for Adrian College, they can't make many sloppy mistakes into this final period. You don't want to see any bad penalties or turnovers that could really harm them, because they've played so strong and so well and so sound throughout the first 40 minutes that they really have a good opportunity to take down the Team USA here.
Bulldogs have to remember, too, that this USA roster certainly dangerous, loaded with talent, as we've talked about. And once again, live on ACTV, Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy will return with the third period of regulation after the break.
College Collision Varsity is scored for Omaha and Christine Dragic.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Thursday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, here live at Arrington Ice Arena, Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy, happy to have you rejoin us for the start of this third and final regulation period in this exhibition-style contest between the visiting U18 U.S. National Development Team and your Adrian College Bulldogs. So a little bit quieter of a second period we saw there after 40 minutes of play, only 2 goals being scored. Ryan Patosha and Alex Weimar. A little bit different from the first. We saw 5 between the two teams, and now we set a score of 4-3.
Yeah, I expect the pace to really ramp up like we saw in the first 20 minutes. Obviously, the last 20 minutes to go, U.S. team, I expect to come out in the first 5 minutes especially, to come out really hot on offense, really try to put pressure and get bodies in front of Stewart, get pucks, deep and on net. And it's going to be interesting to see. Adrian's defense is going to have to be ready because you know the U.S. team is going to come firing in this final period.
And a good team they are, and we're about to get set to drop the puck at center ice, getting things squared away. The officials discussing what they want to do here. I don't know if they're letting the ice settle for a little bit longer. It does look a little slippery out there. Might be taking a second, and now we get the okay.
Now I think Stewart needs a water bottle. whole lot going on before the puck drop.
Pandemonium here at Arrington Ice Arena. Got to get everything set and ready to go. And now we can finally drop the puck. So 20 minutes up and counting as we're back for the third period of this NCAA and USA rivalry matchup. Here's Perot. Tried to go through the legs, but it was pushed off as Smith gets this. A bouncing pass. Picking up his Ruffin. Odd numbers, 3-on-2. Left side. Fires! And it's skidded high. A quick pass. Enns is all alone in front. Couldn't get the pass through. Bobbling for a second was Heinz. Over to Klein. Through the legs was Heinz. And a blocker save as put into the back of the net with Zach Heinz. Got a little cut up there. Do not pass go and go to jail. Zach Heinz, too, as we mentioned, one of those players who represented the red, white, and blue last week at the university games for Team USA. Brought home a silver medal with his Bulldogs teammate Sam Ruffin and Jaden Shields. Here's Oliver Moore. Right side Minnesota commitment. Plays the puck up. Shot taken on. Coughed off the shin pad of Spodniak, who's now returned from injury in the second period. Got hit hard towards the tail end of that frame.
Yeah, it was awesome to see him come in for a final shift in that second period.
Hard hit there in the corner. Body contact from Will Vogt on Ryder. Now up forward with speed. Checked by Ryder. Fine opens up. A backhander off the mark waiting in front of the net was Danny Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson was in prime positioning, but just the pass too far behind him. He couldn't shift his body around in time for the puck.
Danny Nelson committed to the University of Notre Dame, as well as his teammates Carter Slaggert and Paul Fisher. See a lot of the same schools pop up many different times. Plenty of Minnesotas there. Wisconsin, Boston University, Boston College as well. Good places to be if you want to play at the Division I ranks.
Got that right.
Back the other way is Spencer. Puts it through the neutral ice, and it pops up onto the stick of Patosha. Orpano walks the blue and fires on and shouldering it off. Might have hit the netting there. Came off of Michael Chambray. Murphy tried to walk through as he fights for possession. Guzzo gets it over for Wymamere. Back down low is Fortescue. Native of Pearl River, New York. Not too far away from my hometown back out east. As that shot taken. Fought off out of the air by Stewart. And Swade will play to Murphy. Gets it back to Swade. Has Klein in the middle. And shoving it off. A nice shoulder stop from Chambray. Bulldogs doing a good job on the offense so far in this period. Taking high quality shots, looking for the back of the net. And a hard hit there sent on. US certainly didn't like that play. This is chopped off of the boards. Is going to get it is Minatian. Here's a chance in front and a save by Chambray. Nice stop. As this rims back. Top of the blue. Cotto gives it over and gets it right back. Trying to fire a shot. Blocked by the stick of Leonard. Down low is Smith. Enns. Wide over and a turnover. Here's Enns once again. A bouncing puck wouldn't allow him to shoot. Sent along the blue. Good cycle. Enns walks in, and a save by Chambray as he comes and taps the netminder, trying to break the puck free.
That was a great find by Ryder, which set up his teammate beautifully on that far side. This feed right here to the right circle. But Chambray, he's played solid as well. Him and Stewart both, after kind of a shaky start in the first period, they have both completely locked down, and they've played stellar since.
5 minutes gone in the third period. The Stars and Stripes still down by one, and here's a close chance there for Reading. Almost put it away. Up in the middle, Spodniak, give and go with Spencer. Lifts one on, kicked aside by Chambray. Nice play. Bulldogs all over the puck right now. Taking away shooting options as here's a chance from Spencer, redirected off of the shin pad of Bernovic. With speed, here's Oliver Moore. Up top is a shot. Nice block from Spodniak as he'll play it to himself and finds Kaljan. He's chased down by Janviria. Across the other way, left side. Babiak will step up to make the hit. Kaljan receiving a pass, jumped over his stick. And once again, puck bouncing around seemingly quite a lot. Seen a couple of Bulldog possessions where they've been able to establish a zone, but other than that, Black Biscuit just going both ways through both ends.
Yeah, just bouncing back and forth. Both teams really not able to get a whole lot of great looks on net.
There's a backhander sent wide off of the stick of Salvatore Guzzo. As the shot taken once again, snagged by Stewart.
Yeah, nice play by Stewart, continuing his strong outing. Now a little more inspection of Stewart's net from the refs. Saw that a little bit in the second period, more so looking at the ice.
Stewart this year, 7 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties on the season, followed up by a .913 save percentage and a .238 GAA. Finishes junior hockey career with the Cobourg Cougars in the Ontario Junior Hockey League. And spraying some snow was Murphy.
Yeah, the Adrian expecting a lot of snow. Murphy bringing some there.
Might have checked the forecast beforehand. Rumor has it, Adrian area here in Michigan expected to get quite the snowfall overnight.
Yeah, what is it, 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow? I think is what's expected.
Somewhere around there, so hide your spoons under your pillows because I have to imagine a lot of these students hoping classes might be canceled tomorrow. Here's a chance for Serrato, and he scores! The U.S. have come back and evened things up with 12:50 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, you can see on the replay, that's just how dangerous and efficient and how quickly their offense can strike. Just a loose puck that kind of got tangled up at the legs of a couple Adrian Bulldog defensemen, just squirted out into some open space, and there's just so much depth and talent on this U.S. roster. Anyone can make you pay from anywhere on the ice, and just like that, it's 4-4.
So the Bulldogs and the U.S. will really need to rally around each other and come together as a team if they want to make the difference here in the contest as we're back to an even hockey game. Things starting to pick up. Smith drops back. Leonard in the slot comes in to help. Taken away. Here's Terry Ryder. Stops and waits. Is chased down by Perot. Enns had that pass chopped away from him as he makes contact under the red. Up the blue, Adinier will have to backpedal. Soft backhander in, Fisher will chase. Smith over for Luciani. Smith once again walks back for a moment. U.S. setting up the breakout. Leonard is leveled at center ice by Luciani as he'll skate off to get a change. Scary bounce almost there. As it's dropped back for Fortescue. Spencer has Redding up the near side wall. Gets it over to him and is played up. And it's offsides as a delayed shot was taken at, the whistle was being blown, and I think there's going to be a penalty even called on this. Yeah, that is what it looks like. Spodniak's going to go to the box. He's going to have to sit for 2 minutes. That's just an unfortunate bounce at this stage of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Matus, and now for Adrian, you got a very dangerous power play unit out there that you've already been able to hold 0 for 1 in this one. Now with their second opportunity, you know they're going to get some more looks. This is a really dangerous time now for Adrian. These next 2 minutes are huge.
So 0 for 1 for the night is the red, white, and blue coming into the game. A 29.6% power play percentage conversion. And another stoppage here. Not sure what it's for, but it looks like the staff is going over to attend Stewart. And with that, we'll take a short break. Alex Herman, Ryan Cuddy will return on ACTV in just a moment.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had to take a quick injury timeout. We're unsure what was going on, but it seemed like goaltender Deshaun Stewart for the Bulldogs was in some discomfort, but now is okay and shoves it off. Received some medical attention for a moment. And the U.S. will be on the power play for the next minute and 52 seconds. 4-4 is the score here at the AIA. Fine will walk in, rips a shot on, loose puck in the crease. Finally, it's covered up, and Stewart able to keep it out and get some stick taps from the bench.
Yeah, obviously in some discomfort. Just a few moments ago, he tested early, but that's huge for Stewart. Able to withstand that pain threshold that he's going through right now.
Certainly a warrior that the Bulldogs rely on quite a lot in their contests here. Playing the NCHA division in the Division III NCAA college ranks. Some action over the weekend. Played at Lake Forest, as we mentioned earlier. Won their first tilt in a shootout. The game technically was a tie at 4-4, and the second game dropped 3-5. Power play ensues, but Swade with the steal. Breaks in, looking through. Had it taken away. Quota will step back with Ryder to kill more time off. There's a bouncer. And getting it there is Minatian. Smith on the right side. Cleared, but gloved down. This is in the slot. Back for Perot. He looked for a shot lane. Dangerous shot when effective. Smith, and a great block there made by Terry Ryder. Went down on one knee to get the shin pad in front of it. Swade will play this puck. Leonard in the middle to Smith, and another block shot by Ryder. Time beginning to expire on the 5-on-4. Spodniak eagerly awaits to get out of the box. A spinning pass through the hash marks, and we're back to 5-on-5. Here's Smith looking in, fakes the shot, and then it's covered up and poked free, but the whistle was blown down.
Yeah, those were a couple big blocks from Terry Ryder in those last about 15-20 seconds of that man advantage for the USA. Not able to allow anything to get through to Stewart. That was a big penalty kill for Adrian. See if that momentum kind of shifts after that power play, or after that penalty kill, rather.
Definitely a moment you'll have to remember for the rest of the game. A strong job for the Bulldogs to limit the U.S. to no power play goals up in their first 2 tries so far, as Spodniak catches a break, showing off the Jets, establishes the zone and sends it up for Dinier. Spencer, give and go for Redding, looking through. What a move! And he lost control of it at the last second. He had Chambray beaten down and out, but couldn't seal the deal.
Chambray still without his stick.
Looking for the right time. Heinz might have been offsides, but it's not blown down, as this is in, and they score! The Bulldogs are back on top, 5-4 with 8:31 left to go.
Yeah, just a broken down play. Remember, Chambray without his stick, it's still away from him. Didn't have an opportunity to go out and get it. That might have made playing this puck a little extra weird and funky for him, as that was a huge goal for Adrian College. And yeah, just a broken down play, a battle for the puck right in front of the red, white, and blue bench. And then it finally came out into the offensive zone for Adrian College.
Oh, the U.S. bench is really unhappy with the events that just unfolded there. They certainly believe that goal was offsides on the zone entry, and if we took a look at the replay, you might have to argue that it could be, but we'll play on. No instant replay allowed in this game. So a 5-4 score as the Bulldogs are back on top. Ruffin gets over to Heinz. He stops and pulls up. Back to Ruffin, into the glove of Chambray. What do you think the response is going to be here from the U.S. going forward?
Yeah, they're going to have to run out of time here, down 1. Obviously, we know how quickly their offense can strike, but I expect them to kind of try to get a little more aggressive on the defensive end, ramp up that poke check, put some pressure on these Adrian skaters, because, yeah, you go down 2, there's still not a whole lot of time left, so you got to keep this at a 1-goal game and put pressure on this Adrian team.
So we're under 10 in regulation. 7:42 is the time. As a turnover for Patosha. And a slapping backhander by Chambray. Played up by Orpana. Bobbled around as they'll get it on the boards in front of the away penalty box. Ryder there to help out. Orpana in the slot. Here's a slap shot from Calgin, just barely went wide. And you heard the reaction from the crowd too. They thought that might have went. Here's Hendrickson. A turnover to Calgin. Along the right side, has Patosha trailing behind him. That attempt was stopped as it's sent in by Aaron Minatian. Going to Boston College, play his college hockey. One of 6 guys on this USA roster that will all go out there to play for the Eagles. Summers has Swade, plays it to him, and it just barely went over.
Yeah, that was a beautiful find. Somehow got it to Swade. Didn't have much of an angle, but just a very quick offensive break. Stretch pass up to Summers, and then it was a tough angle for Swade, but great look for Adrian regardless.
6:22 left in the second period. Klein soccer kicks it to himself as Smith will shovel out a backhander. Here's Smith. Played up Leonard. Quick drop pass. Schultz tried to break free. Didn't have the skill he was looking for. Move the other way. Here's Perot. A one-timer, and Stewart with the stop. In some pain there, too, as he going to stretch out.
Yeah, Stewart's still dealing with something on that lower half as he is fighting and battling through this. He had to face a full pretty much 2-minute power play once this once the lower body injury kind of showed its head, but he is fighting right now, and he's played stellar tonight.
Stewart clenching his teeth for sure, but an absolute warrior as here's a 2-on-1. Puck played for Luciani, in the feet, it's loose and put into the slot and taken away. And here come the Americans. Will Vaught had it. Now taking it is Luciani. Finds Redding.
Time of this evening's strength goal was 11:49 of the third period.
Here's Quoto. Played down low. Ends. Has it and finds Heinz. Playing him nicely was Cleveland. And a swiping glove save made by Chambre.
Adrian, let's see if they can hold on for these final 4:47. Snap a 5-game skid against this USA squad. 5-12 all time are these Bulldogs. So this has been a stellar matchup so far. Back and forth, whole lot of offense, some physicality. It's been a fun one, but still 4.5 minutes to go. That's a whole lot of time for both these offenses.
USA roster still pushing on as this shot was sent high into the netting. We'll get a pause in the action here. Have to take a second too to thank our great crew up here. Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy as always. Josiah Durrell, our great director. And our great cameramen as well. Dylan Knighton, Dakota Schneider, and Megan Abbey as well, our valiant leader. As this shot was taken. And Another great stop by Stewart as he's holding the Bulldogs really in this contest.
Yeah, that was a heck of an effort from the Boston College commit Will Smith. Had to go down to a knee after kind of losing his footing in the slot. Still made it very difficult on Stewart.
And there's going to be a timeout taken here. I don't know who called it there. And we get the signal there that it's Adrian who blows it down. And we'll take a quick break here on ACTV as both these teams look to draw up some strategy. We'll return with the third period here at Arrington Ice Arena.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here with the final 4:11 in the third period of this USA versus Adrian matchup. Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy here to continue the coverage as we're back underway with the final remaining minutes of the third period. We took a timeout by Adrian. Medical staff were back out on the ice attending to Deshaun Stewart, tonight's starting goaltender for the Bulldogs. This is played over. Swade will touch up. Softly able to get it into the near corner. It escaped out, and Spencer will bounce one. Smith tried to take it away, but he couldn't. Swade played off the boards by Minatian. Dinier chalked that up. Lost the stick on the play. And there's going to be a penalty being called against the Bulldogs. The U.S. will go back to the power play for the third time tonight in the waning moments of this game.
Yeah, that was kind of a tough play, as it was Murphy, it looks like, who kind of just was reaching the stick a little too much. I don't think the Adrian bench was too happy with the call, but it did seem like there was some contact at the skate area. But yeah, this has now made it a whole lot more difficult on this Adrian squad.
Yeah, things really starting to get interesting late in this game. It's been a back and forth contest between these two teams. The Bulldogs have led for the majority of the time. Trailing at the moment, the U.S. by one goal at a score of 5-4. So the U.S. will be on the power play for the next 2 minutes with 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the third period. A packed, sold-out crowd here at the AIA, what you absolutely love to see. Season ticket holders as well up at the Wow Cafe, one of the premier destinations to go watch any Bulldog hockey game for any of our 7 great teams here on campus. Certainly if you're in town, check it out. Got great food, great drinks, great energy all around. There's a false start on the face-off. And the penalty kill will begin now for the Bulldogs. Here's Smith, pressed against the right boards. Perot had that knocked away by Ryder. The U.S. still hold on. Here's Smith. Moves it over, and Perot fell down as he touched the puck. And here's a potential break for the Bulldogs. Spodniak looking and flashing the leather. There was Michael Chambray. Spodniak loves that right side of the ice. Races down so hard. Extremely deadly and effective when he's able to get the right shot off there. And an even better follow-up stop from Chambray. The U.S. motor forward. Breaking in is Perot. Moved aside in the skates. Smith wristed it wide. Bouillon now to Smith, to Vogt. And thankfully it's cleared out of the way as it wraps around the far glass. Time winding down. Bulldogs looking to hold on to everything they got here. This will be a big push from the U.S. Breaking in, a nice move. Shot stopped. Stewart didn't have to do much there. Swade trying to get there in time. Pokes it free and it bounces up. He makes the hit. Now in the slot. Cleared out of the way. Nice play from John Calgin. This is moved over, and another delayed call as Stewart will follow up. There's 6 seconds left on the power play, and to the bench, it's Michael Chambray. Thought there was going to be a call there for a second. Saw an official arm up, but nonetheless will stay 5-on-4 for the next 6 seconds. Murphy will look to exit the box. Try and be as effective as he can. And that's going to do it for the power play. Smith moves it over through the slot, and that almost went. Moved up, ends a chip pass. 60 seconds left to go. Final moments of the game. Here's a shot, and it was muscled high. Right side, Smith slows things down and goes D to D. Gets it right back, makes a nice move. It's poked away, and a mistranslation. Enns will swipe for it. Net is empty, but they can't get the shot off. 34 seconds left to go. Here's Murphy, spins it off the boards into neutral ice. Now with it, Oliver Moore plays it up. The empty net, it was put wide and sent up into the netting. It caromed off the end wall. Oh, the Bulldogs were so close to getting the dagger.
Yep, gonna have to hold on for 22 more seconds. Yeah, it's gonna be, that face-off though is gonna force Chambray to come back in.
Time winding down. Chambray will have to be put back in his net. They're calling for him off the ice. Here's one last push. A 3-on-2. Nelson moves it over. 5 seconds. Put in the slot. Played way up over the net. 2 seconds and 1. And the Bulldogs have done it. The black, white, and yellow forever. A 5-4 victory for your Adrian College Bulldogs as they put out the U.S. U18 team in 60 minutes.
Yeah, that got a little scary at the end. That huge high tip up that Stewart was just hoping it was going to go over his head and just keep killing up some time. But, yeah, no, that was a terrific performance from Adrian College. Got down very early in that first period, but they stayed in it. That was a fun one.
What a great game between two great squads. The U.S. obviously with the pedigree that they have and the players that they're able to produce as well. A full loaded roster of Division I players. And the Bulldogs figure out a way to get it done tonight here at Arrington as they'll circle center ice for the stick taps. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Herman and Ryan Cuddy here live on ACTV. So happy to bring you today's coverage of this exhibition match. What did you see after 60 minutes from the Bulldogs, Ryan?
Yeah, I saw a lot of fight, a lot of heart. Like I mentioned just a few moments ago, they allowed that early goal that got past Stewart a couple minutes into the first period, but this team did not waver. They knew the talent that they were facing. They knew the amount of Division I commits that they were going to come up against, but they did not waver for a single second in that one. They came back and they showed how strong their offense can be. And I think for the Adrian squad, too, on offense, you saw how lightning quick they can be on offense. You saw it multiple times from Spodniak, able to just create his own opportunity out of nothing, just solely due to his speed. That's like the rest of this Adrian offense, is they can create so many dangerous opportunities just using their speed and using their skill. And I think that's what really made it difficult for the U.S. team today.
I have to note it, too, the performance from Deshaun Stewart, fighting through a lot of pain there in the third period, did everything that he could to keep the Bulldogs on top, and that he did, and he was able to secure the win even through the fighting pain that he had there.
Yeah, you could see about that last about 10, 15 minutes of that third period. It was not easy for Stewart. And then right when he had the USA got on their second power play of the afternoon, is when Stewart called out the trainers and had that hole to deal with. So he had about 2 minutes straight where the puck was solely in his possession. But yeah, that was an absolute battle from Stewart. This one, you could see he was in discomfort, really trying to stretch out that lower half. You don't want to speculate on what it is. Let's hope he's okay, but he really came up big, came up strong, and showed just how tough of a competitor he really is.
So the Bulldogs definitely will skate away with some black and blues after 60 minutes of regulation. But they do have a weekend series coming up against Concordia University of Wisconsin, which certainly should be a great tilt. And obviously you have to think that they might skate into that game with their heads a little bit high after taking a big win today.
Yeah, it'd be tough not to. Obviously, you kind of got to stay grounded, but the confidence does have to be sky high in this Bulldog unit. After the performance that they showed today, just kind of all three phases, they had 3 penalty kills. They were 3 for 3 on penalty kills. They had a power play goal. They had even strength goals. Their defense looks sound. Their offense is always going to be there with just the skill that they have and the speed that they have. You got to have a lot of confidence coming in throughout the latter part of this season.
And with that, we're going to take a quick cut over to the 3 stars of the game, and we'll find out what we got here. And you have to give at least one of the stars to goaltender Deshaun Stewart. He gets the 3rd star tonight. Will skate off, played through absolute pain and persevered nonetheless, and just a great all-around performance from him. Only let in 4 goals this evening, as we'll get to the 2nd star and find out who it is in just a second. And another great guy there. You got to give it to Matu Spodniak, another player on the Bulldogs squad who fought off some pain. If you remember, he was taken out of the game late in the 2nd period, notched a goal in the evening, and somebody else who they rely on extremely heavily through thick and thin.
Yeah, that's a hockey guy. Spodniak was down for about 5 minutes on the ice in that 2nd period, then was off the ice for about 5-10 minutes, and then came back on for the final shift of that 2nd period.
And here's the 1st star for the evening. Matthew Redding with the GW over the U.S. The game-winning goal will get the 1st star as he's mobbed around, gives the little T-shirt toss that you see there. Love to see our great players interacting with the fans here at Arrington as they'll skate off the ice here. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for tuning in here on ACTV for what was a great evening of hockey between the United States U18 National Development Team and your Adrian College Bulldogs. They skated away with a 5-4 win after 60 minutes. And like always, my name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Ryan Cuddy. We thank you for tuning in and bid you a good night.
On Tuesday,
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.